Welcome to Hassan Sorrells Presents, episode number... Mark, what episode was I saying? 30. We're up to episode 30. It's like freaking amazing. So, we're in the new offices here of Human Services Consulting and Training, based out of Endicott, New York. I can sit in my office and I can see a glorious view, which you can't see, but a glorious view of Endicott, glorious view of the Catholic Church there, where the Catholics, St. Ambrose, I believe is the name of the church. Is that right, Mark? Yeah. I've got interns now, so I've got Mark. Say hi, Mark.
Hey, what's up?
And Mark, you can't see Mark. We'll cut him in later. And then Steven. Say hi, Steven.
Hi.
Hi. And then I've also got an admin helping me out. She's organizing my life. She's amazing. She is on Snapchat, but she's forgotten her Snapchat, and I'm putting her on blast right now. She's not on Instagram, but she is on Facebook. Her name is Tiffany. She's a highly trained administrative assistant, so she's going to be helping me out. So as you can see, we've scaled. We've got cool shirts. We're inside of an office. We've got good light, and it's around like 3:30 in the afternoon. So I want to riff on a couple of things. I've been thinking a lot about disruption lately. I've been thinking a lot about how the model of consulting and corporate training has to change. I've been thinking a lot about how the standard things that we've been doing for this entire time can't really work anymore, right? Look, I was talking with somebody the other day, and he was saying something very interesting. He said, hey, son, what's your model? How are you making money? How are you advancing? What is the point of doing videos? What is the point of doing podcasts? What's the point of writing a blog if nobody reads, nobody watches, and nobody listens? And I told him a story, but I'm going to tell you not that story that I told him, but I'm going to tell you an inverted version of the answer. The only thing of value that you have as a corporate consultant, if you are an independent consultant, the only thing of value you have is your marketing that you create. The only thing of value you have is the content that you create. The only thing of value you have is the passion with which you create that content. Look, I don't want to start a fight with anybody, not quite just yet anyway. I'll do that later. But quite frankly, if you're not adding value, if you're not showing and demonstrating value, regardless of whether or not anyone watches, if you're not doing that, if you're so caught up in needing reassurance, if you're so caught up in the idea that, well, if they didn't watch my video, if it didn't get 5 likes, or if it didn't get 200 likes, then I'm a failure. If you're caught up in those metrics games, if you're caught up in the vanity metrics, as is said sometimes, if you're caught up in that stuff, then you're really probably not doing the thing that you need to be doing, which is creating things of value. You're not doing that. Instead, you're caught up in the image game or the appearance game or the monetization game. Look, God bless YouTube, but I don't really care if YouTube ever monetizes my videos. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because this is part of the business model explanation, right? I'm doing it because when Tiffany goes and becomes a vice president at JP Morgan in like 10 years and is running that place, Tiffany will remember that, hey, I worked for this Hassan guy in a job that I forgot. And then guess what? Tiffany will go to YouTube and Tiffany will search out my name and Tiffany will find me and she'll watch all these videos and Tiffany will go, oh, I remember. That's why he's so dynamic and interesting and engaging. That's why we're going to go out and hire him. That's why he should come in and work with my employees. And then do you know what the value add to me is? You know what the ROI is? The ROI to me is I created that video that Tiffany watched 10 years from now, 10 years ago, or 10 years before. And guess what? She watched it and she remembered. And the pop on that is a $32,000 a month at JP Morgan, or a recurring contract at $80,000 per month with an organization. That's the model. That's what we're doing here. Look, you've got to pick the things that you're good at. I keep telling independent consultants this, and I keep telling folks who are interested in my business model this, and this is the business model I'm doing. You have to pick something you are good at. So I am passionate about writing. I don't care if you read my blog. I would prefer that you do, but I don't care if you read it. I'm writing it because I have ideas that I need to work out in public. I've said this before. The writing performs or forms the basis of the podcasts. It determines sort of what subjects I'm going to explore, what topics I'm going to have conversations with. And as we build out these videos, as we build out the video show, it's going to divide up into 3 silos. So you're going to have question and answer sessions where my interns are going to help me out. They're going to call some questions. They're going to go on social media. I'm sure they already have some questions. I'm watching their faces. They're not totally convinced, and it's okay. But they're going to have some questions, and I'm going to have some answers. And so we'll kind of do a little bit of a Q&A show. Then we're going to have another silo where we have interviews. I'm already lining up 3 or 4 people that want to come on and be interviewed. They want to be seen by you. They want to be seen when we put this on Facebook Live. They want to see this when this becomes an Instagram story. They want to see this when we cut this up and put it on Snapchat. They want to be seen in that space because I'm building a content platform. So those are interviews. And then the other silo that we're building is this kind of thing that I'm doing right now, which is basically a rant. And I'm going to pick a topic, and I'm just going to go off. And these are going to be topics that, I think are interesting, like around conflict engagement and leadership and consulting and entrepreneurship. And so this channel will be a grab bag of things that you can come back to over and over again, but the blog will always be there. The podcast will always be there. And then ultimately, the videos will always be there, because this is a long game, not a short game. Now, I do care that you like the video, and please, click on the like thing. Please leave me comments. Please tell me if you disagree with me. Look, if you're an independent consultant out there who you think your biggest problem is that Dale Carnegie is stealing too many of your clients and doing too much of the work that you used to do, or if you're an independent consultant that believes that the problem is that the economy hasn't ticked up enough, or if you're an independent consultant who believes that organizations are just too retrograde for my ideas and they just don't even know what it is that I'm about, I would argue that you're not doing your marketing well enough. You're not building on your content well enough because you think that that's just some game for 20-year-olds. And I actually think you're wrong on that. In fact, I know you're wrong on that. And there's a lot of other people in this space making these exact same kinds of arguments. And by the space, I just mean marketing space or digital space or internet space. A lot of other people are making these kinds of arguments, and it's fine. But I think we got to get to the core of all of this. And I think we have to take some risks. And I think we have to understand where our true value lies. And my true value, the true value of Hassan Sorrells Presents, lies in bringing these videos to you. So, like I said, we're in a new location. We're going to be bringing you some more value. And we're going to be thinking long term about what we can do for you. So, connect with me. Connect with me on social media. Go to my Facebook page, like my Facebook page. Go to Instagram and follow me there and see all the stuff going. Go to Snapchat and snap at me, or whatever it is people do on Snapchat. If you're on LinkedIn and you're watching this video and you're like, "Hey, son, you're full of crap. There's no possible way that you know what you're talking about." Fine. Say it in the comments. Tell me. I will go back. I will look at all the comments. I read all of those kinds of things. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, which you should be, comment below the player. Comment in the doodly-doo. Talk to me. Tell me, where am I missing it in the model? Where am I missing it in the creation of content that I can't get people to pay for immediately? Tell me, where am I delusional? Where have I missed it? Because guess what? I've bet everything on this. Because this is what gets me all this. And when you've bet everything and someone tells you that you're delusional, it does cause you pause at the very minimum. All right, that's it. I think I'm good. Have I said everything I need to say? I think I've said everything I need to say. All right, I think we're good here. All right, let me go to the next thing.